All right, all right. Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. We're
Another-
back.
Another episode of Investment Realtors Podcast.
Ooh,
Go to Realtors Podcast.
that's us.
We're back.
All right.
We're better than ever.
It's been a long time.
Having lots of fun.
Yeah.
Enjoying our summer like everyone
How's
else.
summer been for you, Justin?
It's been great.
Good.
And what about you, subscribers and longtime fans? Tell us down below.
Tell us what you've been seeing lately, and it doesn't have to be real estate related. Just
No.
whatever.
Personal,
Right?
what your everyday life, just,
Are things looking up?
or
Or
things
looking
looking
down?
down. Yeah. Well, we always like to be optimistic, so things are always looking up. You can
always
always
looking
find a positive in a negative, and a negative in a
Keep
positive.
your posture straight.
Yeah, you got to
Look
work
up.
on the back.
Yeah.
Chiropractor telling you, massage therapist, all of them.
See a little. Okay.
Okay, we're done being goofy.
Okay. Back to business. So
Today we'll do what? Lightheaded, just kind of, or lightheaded, lighthearted. just-
lighthearted. Lighthearted. What have you been seeing in the market lately? Like, what's going on?
So interest rates. 10 consecutive hikes? Boom,
Yep.
boom, 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 boom. I think
Yep.
there was a period where they didn't raise it. One of the announcements, but
We got lucky for a bit.
yeah.
Last week they raised it, so
so
in
we're
case you
good.
were
Yeah,
worried,
we're at like 5% Bank of Canada interest rate, which
Yeah.
is really, really good.
it was very good. In case you were worried, of
Yeah.
course.
Well, I couldn't sleep last night.
Did you sleep the night before at least?
That night before I
Okay,
did.
good.
Yes.
Good.
And in all joking side, I mean, we were making jokes on it because you got to kind of find the laughter and stuff. I think all Canadians, we're all feeling it. It doesn't matter what sectors, whether it be
Yeah.
real estate, construction, warehouse. It doesn't matter. Everybody's feeling the pinch. Wages are the same.
Yeah.
Prices are up.
Even talking to people in construction, with these interest rates, they don't even like doing new building projects because they got to pay the interest rates too, right? So
Yeah.
these interest rates are hurting a lot of people, not just like first-time home buyers or people with houses. All industries,
Mhm.
anything to do with it is all getting affected. So it's a little tough. Hopefully, it quells some of this crazy market, but
Yeah, and
time
I
will
mean,
tell.
well, everyone we talk to, we kind of see the same question or the same theme. What is the end goal? What are they trying to do? And we like to make light, we like to make jokes, but
Hopefully, it's for inflation.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
trying to quell inflation. The numbers say it's going down, but I mean, they could say it's going down, but when we go to the store and we look at like what a hamburger costs, that went up.
you mean 5 items, and you're like, oh, there goes $60. And
Oh,
you're like,
easily,
okay,
easily.
well, how did this
Right.
happen? And with this now second carbon tax they've introduced, I think they were saying 60 cents just taxes are
60 cents of
associated
your gas is
per
taxes.
liter. So I mean,
Yeah.
if we're at $1.61, I think it is today, we should be hovering around the dollar, which would be significant, especially for most people who drive gas cars.
Yeah, but hey, you got our the grocery store rebate.
Well,
which
if
is just
you
an HST.
to get the grocery rebate, I'm pretty sure you had to have claimed 38,000 or less last year.
yeah,
So I mean, what was the stat you were just reading? In order to live in Toronto, you needed to make
well, they were saying minimum to live in Toronto, so that's either renting or buying a house. Minimum wage needs to be $40 an hour. Just to
do some math on what
carry
minimum
the
wage,
two. Carry
and
the
then-
two on
Yeah,
that
no,
one.
and something's still not adding up. Something's still not adding up.
No. So people in Toronto can't afford to live in Toronto, especially
Mm-hmm.
on minimum wage. Anybody with a really good job
Mhm.
is probably just buying up a bunch of real estate
Mm-hmm.
in Toronto. So at the end of the day, it might even be more than $40 an hour to live in Toronto, to be honest. Because then, like, you bring like 50% goes to taxes, if
Mhm.
not 60.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's for our own good.
of course,
I mean, we wouldn't know what to do and how to spend that money wisely.
it's better in their hands. Justin.
I agree.
Just
I agree.
remember that. So other than that, in terms of houses, like if we were to touch a little bit on real estate today,
Yeah.
I think the prices are down a little bit,
Mhm.
but there's still, if it's a good house, they're being sold quick.
Yeah, I mean, what the tough part is what we're seeing with our clients is with the interest rate being as high as it is, what you could have bought, 2-3 years ago at the lower interest rate, but the higher purchase price, you're kind of, your hands are behind your back now.
I think you're paying more now. We did the math
Yeah.
on a couple houses,
Yeah.
and they didn't go down enough
Yeah, to offset.
to offset that
So-
interest rate. So you're kind of you're it's a lose right now.
I'm hoping and praying the next September interest rate it's going to be status quo and it'll just be nothing. And
nothing. Yeah, hopefully
that would be great. And nobody has a crystal ball. We like to look at different economists, have conversations with different people we know, whether they're in finance, whether they're in our field or different fields. But everybody's kind of hoping for the same thing, where now fall of 23, we'll see it kind of just stay where it is. And then hopefully in 24, I mean, even if it goes down, it'll never be pre-pandemic or pandemic where, 2%, some people were getting locked in at one something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I mean, if the Bank of Canada's interest rates at 5, that's not taking into consideration, self-employed people like ourselves that usually get a worse rate, or other kind of people that have had blimps in their credit. So I mean, some people are paying as high as 7%, some even more.
Yeah.
It's tough, but you know what? We just got to keep on keeping on, and
where it's heading, we don't know. We know in today's market, it's still the best thing you could do is buy real estate. I still think.
Yeah, we always argue that it doesn't matter kind of what the noise is going on. It's the time in the market. So, I mean, we always joke, do you want to give more equity to the bank, or do you kind of want to build up the equity in yours? And by the bank, we mean when you're renting, you're paying off somebody else's mortgage, as opposed to, even if you're buying a little bit higher, at least, time in the market kind of usually always will offset what you bought.
Even money in your bank account too. Like, people forget that.
Yeah.
Let's say you had $100,000 in your bank account 5 years ago.
Oh, God.
How much farther does that $100,000 go 5 years ago versus today? Like, money in your bank is kind of like an ice cube. It's always melting. It's always gonna melt. So either you put that money into an investment, whether you believe in the stock market or
whatever,
crypto,
silver.
gold.
A lot of people are buying into those big item tickets.
Yeah. Real estate's still good. Like, there's so many different ways to invest. Just
there's ways to still make money. It's just there's no one size fits all. Everybody's different. Everyone has a different kind of risk gauge, and what might work for me might not work for Lewis, vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of people are kind of too prideful to kind of ask other people kind of maybe suggestions,
advice.
But
what are you doing? Like, what's going on with you?
Exactly. I mean, what I like to mimic myself is I like to see, successful people and where they're at in life, and if I want to kind of strive to be there, well, there's nothing wrong with just kind of asking them an opinion on something that you want to do and what they would do. It doesn't mean you have to listen to them. It doesn't mean that they're right. But I mean, the more opinions you could get, the more it could kind of help you in deciding, because at the end of the day, you should decide what works best for you. It doesn't matter if Bob, Joe, Alan, and everybody else says this work. It might not work for you. But it's nice to hear other people's scenarios, situations, experiences, and it helps kind of make you a better person in making the decision.
Yeah, learn from everybody. Yeah, absorb everything and make up your own mind. And at the end of the day, you got a couple people in your life you could trust.
That's all you could ask for.
That's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough out here, guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
I believe in the Canadian economy. I think we'll be okay.
I believe in our viewers. I mean, the outpour in the 2 months that we hadn't made the video was crazy. Just people like, hey, everything okay? Yeah. Where you guys been?
We've had a lot of people asking and stuff.
So, I mean, it's summertime. We're human. We've been busy with work. We've been busy with our families.
It's the year of the weddings, man. I've been to so many weddings this year. It's not even funny. So
absolutely.
But thank you so much for your support these last couple months.
Appreciate it, yeah.
And we're going to get back on the...
we're going to try and more consistent. I mean, I got my little guy at home who's keeping me busy too. Yeah. I got my other little guy here keeping me busy too. So we're trying to have fun. We're trying to make the most out of what seems like a dark and gloom kind of
sunny
era.
But sunny. It's been great weather so far. So
haven't had to water the grass once.
No,
so it's great.
No, of course.
So we're thinking... rather than focusing strictly real estate, we're going to kind of make it a little bit more personal, kind of give you
inside scoops on our lives.
Yeah, just like what's going on. So that way, even though if you've never met us, just by watching us, you kind of know, like,
part of the family. They're part of the group, man.
That's it. That's it.
So yeah, again, don't forget to like, subscribe. Hit the share button. Comment, please. I know we get a lot of personal emails, but please feel free. Comment on the actual video.
Yes.
Because it stirs up the algorithm a little bit, gets us in the viewing section.
Of course. Email us whenever you want. Go to realtyservices@gmail.com.
Yep.
That's Lewis and Justin.
Yep. We're here.
Tell
We're ready.
us what you want to hear, what you want to see. Even if we get some guests on here, somebody might want to come join the show.
We'd be happy to.
Or bring them on up. We can just kind of shoot the breeze, make it light, fun, and airy.
That's it. That's all we can ask for.